Hi, good morning. This is Darryl Johnson, Ride the Wind. I just did this whole video and the video was off. Well, I guess I'm not right yet. After Friday night, um, golly gosh. Sorry. Hell of it. After Friday night, I'm sorry. I had to get a cigarette. After Friday night, actually Saturday night, I've basically been in bed since Saturday night, and I finally got up yesterday and ended up going back to bed at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I was mentally exhausted. I'm sorry if I was discombobulated that video Saturday night, but I had gone through stunning radiation, no sleep. I had gone to running into what I saw in St. Petersburg in Russia, no sleep. I had gone through the next day of watching not one media channel report this, not one channel on YouTube report this. And that to me is very distressing that nobody sees this. You can look at my logo, there's one of them. If anybody can explain to me what that big red light is, anybody out there who is in denial, no, I'm open. Explain that crap to me. And I'll send you a bunch of things that you will not be able to explain. My plan today is to catch up on comments. I'm sorry it's taken me so long, and I know you all understand that I had to break. And I've read some of the comments yesterday, but I couldn't respond. I think I responded to one, and that was all I could do. Even today, it's going to be hard doing it, but you guys need to know what's going on. But I know your comments are there. I know you care. I know you love me. That you're giving me love, and that you're with me. Okay, that you're with me. I think that's really all I got to say. I do want to say something. You know, the cloud banks, I noticed this last night. Well, Saturday night, after I did that last video, I went to go get food and everything so I could just hide for a few days. The sky was orange, filled with shaft cloud that you could see blowing through the air. It was not last night about 4 o'clock. I looked outside, just see the sun, you know, what it was doing. It was cloudy, which it pretty much is around the world, right? It was cloudy, but along the skyline, we've got these cloud banks. And I thought, well, that's just to hide planets, yada, yada, which I think it partly is, right? Well, I'll tell you something. In the videos that I've got where it shows the actual debris field which appears on the skyline and looks like a nuclear melted wave headed towards us, it actually burns through the trees. That's what that cloud bank is that runs along our horizons. It's to hide that debris field. Well, I kind of put that together yesterday. It's looking out, there's the sunlight glowing through the top of the trees. At the bottom, along the horizon, it was totally orange with a cloud bank. But it was burning through that cloud bank as it has never done before. But now it is, right? Okay, the cloud bank was lit up, orange and red. What's behind that cloud bank is something, when you see it, that will change your world. Literally, okay? I don't understand why no one else is on this. I know that our channels are about to be knocked out through the COPPA Act. Look up Max Egan, COPPA Act, and he'll explain everything, and he does it in a very cool way, or you can just look it up. They're about to knock out all truthers. To me, there are very few truthers in the YouTube community. In fact, I could count them on less than 3 fingers. They're out there really trying to tell the truth. Morning Dew, capital D, .E.W. Morning Dew Michael, covering everything that's going on in the world. I can't cover that also, it's too much. But he's covering the weather patterns. He's having the same problem I had, accepting what we're seeing mentally. One thing to look at a video, but again, it's a different, horrific thing to see these things transpire live on a cam. like what I saw in St. Petersburg, Moscow, and that city up north, which is where that picture comes from on my new logo. That's the logo. That's the first where I found it, right? Where I saw people running from it. And not one bit of this was in the news. Not one bit is on YouTube channels. They're still off in their own little realities that they're creating themselves, really with no backup, you know. But I'm going to get to the comments this morning. I'm going to answer your comments, and I'm going to head over to the email, and I'm going to start sending out videos. I'm going to give you guys forewarning. Number one, I cannot send out videos like all in one email. They will come to you separate. I apologize for that, but that's the way it works. I want you to take time when you're looking at these. Don't look at them all at once. Take one, digest it, look at the next one, then digest it. Do not pump all of that into your mind at once. That's a warning. That's a straight up warning. And this is for you. This is not for you to run around showing people and getting them scared. Because a lot of people won't be able to take what you're going to see. Okay? But give me a few days to do that. Mostly I'm going to try and get to the comments today. I got to work on getting a payment on my guitar down in Low Rock, which is very important to me. I've got some things I need to handle personally at the same time. Most importantly, thank you to the new subs. You obviously see truth, and that's what you will find here in my channel. I have no time for lies, and you guys have no time for lies or disinformation at this point. We need to know we need to understand what's going on. We need to understand that the people who have belittled us, the people who have hurt us, the people who have pushed us away, when we tried to just show them love, we need to understand that those are the people we're also going to be saving. Okay? And that's part of it, forgiving your enemies. And isn't it weird? We're going to be helping the same people that we tried to just give love. We tried to love them. We tried to tell them what was going on because we loved them, not because we were trying to horrify them, not because we were trying to scare them, not because we were trying to be chicken littles, because we loved them. Period. Period. I think at least some of the people in my realm are beginning to understand what I've seen and what I went through by showing them these latest videos and saying, man, I tried to tell you this was coming. This goes back to the asteroids I talked about in the beginning of my videos, mainly Ison. Now we're looking at a signature of 3 dragons. I'm going to leave this with Ison's 3 asteroids. And now we see 3 dragons. I'm pretty sure that's Ison. Period. Ison. To all you non-believers in Ison. The debris field is a whole different issue and a whole different level of scariness other than just the 3 dragons. Again, they're lighting up cities with reflections. They're on the ground, they're on fences, they're on people's houses, they're inside of people's houses where I've got cams, like in offices and stuff like that. These things are so bright, they'll leave me signatures during that day, okay? When this will begin happening in America, I have no idea. You know, you got Musk covering us, you've got our military that does not stop spray and raid. But again, I know I looked at cloud banks last night, right? Which are always out there in the West, right? A cloud bank just floats in. That cloud bank is covering the debris field. The debris fields that I have, most of them, one I've got where it's the whole sky, right? But most of those debris fields run along the horizon. And what I've seen is it looks like a nuclear wave, a burning nuclear wave coming through these tree lines. And now I understand why there's always cloud banks. And I looked at the sun last night, you know, looked out, I think it was 4 or 5 o'clock, I saw the sun up in the sky. And along the horizon, through a cloud bank, which is always there, it was glowing orange. It doesn't usually glow orange, it usually blocks it, right? That glowing orange cloud bank, that's your debris field. That's the debris field, okay? The rest of it is being hit by UV, shaft, the chem particulates, the 5G resonance, etc. But again, it's spilling. It's spilling in a big way. It's a drag that Christmas month, this thing is really starting to light up, but at the same time, it kind of makes a little bit of sense. When I looked at the dragon, and I'm going to leave it with this, when I looked at it, I was humbled. I wasn't scared. I was in awe, and I knew exactly who it was. As I stated before, everything that we've learned is in reverse. Oh, dragon bad, dragon's a bad guy. No, dragon's a good guy. That's him. I felt it in my heart. I know. I've been looking for him for 16 years. And I know that what I felt in my heart when I saw it, I wasn't scared. I was in awe. Did it affect me mentally? Yes. Did it affect me physically? Yes. Did anybody who's ever really witnessed his power walk away from it being okay? No. But I'll guarantee you it's him. And he is 3. Okay, and that makes sense also if you look into 369, the golden ratio, all of that. It makes perfect sense that he's 3. And they're all surrounded by clouds. Isn't that weird? Didn't he say something about coming on a cloud when he would return as the lion to sift the wheat? These are the parts of the Bible that I do believe. His word. The Creator's word. They couldn't screw that up for some reason. That still came through strong. The code. Remember, this is not about us. This is about helping others, even the ones who demeaned us, hurt us, yada, yada, yada. And these are the people that we're going to help. And that job is coming up soon. So keep in shape. Keep your mind right. If you're not working out right now, like me, I haven't in a few weeks, I highly, highly recommend that you begin to do that, okay? That you have yourself in shape. That'll help your mind. That obviously will help your body. Rest. Get as much rest as possible. And I'm going to leave this with last thing. Ride the wind. Hey, ride the wind. I'm back, but I got to do this slowly. Even doing this video is just really... got me on edge. Again, I'm going to get to the comments today, hopefully. I'll try a little more copies, some BCs, see if I can't really get moving around. And then I'm going to head over to my email where I know I've got lots of requests to get videos out. Again, do these slowly. They're for you. They're not for you to terrify other people. Don't do that with these, please. I request don't show it to people who have not learned what you've learned from me. Do not pop this in their faces. Please, please, please don't. A lot of people cannot get their heads around what's going on right now, and I'm trusting you to be able to do that and to be able to not stick this stuff in people's face who have no idea what's going on, because it won't end up good, okay? So most importantly, ride the wind. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere yet, but the COPPA Act may have me down by the end of December. So I don't know. I've got to look at alternative platforms. I don't know how this is going to work from here. But I promise you guys, I stated it'll be end, but I don't know what's going to happen, you know. I want to say I love you all. Thanks for the new subs. Thanks for seeing truth. Thanks for understanding what I'm saying. I do provide only truth. I do back it up with videos. Proof that you can look at. You know, the other information that I put out, I usually back with cited data from PhDs, etc. I'm not here to lie like other channels. I have no PayPal. I struggle day to day to survive. But one thing I've always had in my mind is to save people's lives shouldn't pay money. It shouldn't pay money. It should be a work of love. Now, if you're a channel who's got a team of people doing research behind you, and you know they're doing that, yeah, they might need some help. But in most cases, and especially with the New Bureau channels, they've been sucking money out of your pocket on a fake pretense for decades, okay? And they haven't even called this one right. Not one channel is out there talking about three dragons, or they're talking about the debris field, which approaches us also. Some of these asteroids are the size of the moon. Okay. So anyway, I love you all very much. I thank you for hanging in there with me. I will be talking to you all soon. Just give me a little while to wake up, and I'll get right on that. Prayers. It's not about us. I'm going to say again, it's about taking care of others, and I think now's the time, especially in this season. We've got homeless out there that are cold. Get out there and help them. We've got people that just need help. They're all over the place. All you got to do is pick one and help one. And try and do it every day. For my buddy B, I hope you're doing well. You know you're always on my mind. I have not forgotten you. To all the rest of you, be safe. Be aware of the skies. If you start seeing them change, different colors and stuff, know that something's coming. Know that something's coming. I'm not sure what the passes are now, what the ecliptic is, when this thing shows and when it doesn't, but it seems like it's showing on a daily basis. So what are you going to do? Y'all have a great day and ride the wind. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Be blessed. Be safe. And be very aware of your surroundings. And keep your eyes on the sky. Have a good day.